Hi, it's Jeanette here from my home studio, Far Forest Ceramics in the UK, and I'm going to do a lustre firing and show you the results of that, but I thought I'd take you through the process of how I apply my gold lustre. So what I'm applying it to are these two items. I've got a few owls that I've made and I would like them to have a little gold nose. And then on my luminaire houses, I want to pick up just some of the detail. Less is more is my approach on these. And last time I did it, I had a few people asking, how do you apply it? What's your process, etc. So I haven't done very many, but they have been successful. There's famous last words, these might not be. So I was just going to show you how I did mine and then show you the finished results at the end of it. I am using rubbing alcohol first of all to clean all of the pieces, and the other two items I have is a Duncan essence, which is for cleaning the brushes afterwards, and then my gold essence, which it's gold lustre Mako, and I thought it was Duncan's when I bought it, but it's a Mako gold lustre, bright gold, this one. So, and then I always have one brush that I use with this gold lustre, nothing else, and I keep it separate all the time. So first of all, it's quite quick and easy. Rubbing alcohol and make sure I have enough to clean every surface I'm going to apply the gold lustre to. It evaporates fairly quickly, I find, so I don't do many before I apply more on the tissue. I've got 5 owls that are going to have little shiny gold noses. If you want to see the kiln opening with these, that will just be on a previous video on my YouTube. If there's anything you would like to have a tutorial on, whether it's making the houses, making the owl or anything else, just let me know and I'll see if I can do that. I do appreciate all of the support and interaction that you give on the channel. It really makes my journey so much more interesting. I don't have a community studio near me. Well, I do. It's about an hour and a half drive away, so that's not practical. Do I do down there as well? Yeah, I'm going to try this one lower down as well. I don't have a community studio that I can get to, so I miss that interaction with potters. And the online community is my replacement for that. So I really do appreciate all the people who take time to comment, like, interact with me. It really does mean a lot, and it helps me on my journey. I am learning. I'm only 3 years in at the moment. It feels like a long time though, and loving every minute of it. So I'm now going to get my Duncan essence and wash my brush in the essence. And this, I've only got the one lustre, so I don't have to write which brush is with which essence, with which lustre, but you do tend to keep each one separate. And then the idea is not to shake the lustre, I read. Now bear in mind, I haven't done many, so all I'm repeating is what I've Googled on YouTube and comments and feedback that people gave me. So I dipped my brush a little bit too heavy-handed there. And my advice I found from other potters and comments and YouTube channels was just apply a thin coating. Don't let it pool for the best application. So if you see it pooling, take some off, and I can see a bit of pooling there on the top, so I don't know. Also, they suggest to do it in a well ventilated environment, so I have have the door open behind me. Fortunately in the UK we're having a bit of nice weather, makes a change, and so it's nice to have the door open. No sun out today, mind you. I've enjoyed making these owls. The idea is it's for a little luminaire candle to go inside. They are quite time consuming to do though, but I think they're cute. And you can see how thin this application is. So whilst the gold lustres, or any lustre, is expensive, it does go an awful long way. And I've just started using it for highlights, nothing more than that. And I keep thinking there's nowhere near enough on here, it's not going to show, but then it's okay. See, I can't even tell if I put it on this one or not. I don't think I did. It's harder on the owls to see where I've put it. You'll see when I put it on the houses a little bit more, because it's on a white background, but it's hard to see on these little beaks where I've actually put it. So on the houses, tiniest bit on the brush, so you can see a little bit more now. Okay. That's it. As much as that. I mean, you don't think this is going to do anything, do you? If you go wrong, make a mistake, drip somewhere, you can just get the rubbing alcohol, I can't say that very well, and wipe it off. So it's quite forgiving actually. So I haven't re-dipped my brush in this one, just using the remnants that's on the brush. It surprises me how far it goes. Now on these ones here, I'm just using the remnants of the brush, so that's much paler there. So it's going to be interesting to see how they turn out. Nearly done. This is going to be fired in my Northern Kilns kiln, the Little Chief. It's only 43 litres, so it's quite useful when I only want to do a small quantity to fire. I'll fire to cone 018, and I will write down the programme because I manually fire my Northern Kilns Little Chief. So I will put the programme in the description of my firing that I've programmed into the little kiln, into Bella. Right. Now I am thinking less is more. So we're done. And what some people have often said is if you apply it to a warm piece of pottery, that's also quite a good idea. But these have just come out the kiln, so they aren't cold. They're actually quite lukewarm at the moment. And then very important that you clean your brush in the lustre when you're finished. And then this brush must remain kept solely for the use of this specific lustre. I don't understand the reasons why, but contamination between one lustre and another is important. So I keep the 3 of these in a little package, all of their own, and they just come out as a set of 3. So I'm going to pop those in the kiln, and I will then share with you the after photos. Hi, so here is the gold lustre firing that you'll have just seen me do the application. I'm really keen to see how this has worked out. I think it's only about the 5th gold lustre firing I've done. So it's super cool. It's been overnight. I could have opened it last night, but I was too tired to do it. So let's have a go. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, that looks so inviting. Oh, yes. I wish I could take a photo of you. I've got my phone recording. I can't do it. Oh, let me just see if I can show you down. Let me see. Let me show you what I can see. Look at them. So with the leftover on the brush, I also did a couple of mushroom tops, which I wasn't overly pleased with the glazes that were already on there. And I think that's just made those beautiful. So this was Poppy Fields, which had literally burnt out the colouring, so I added a touch on there, and yeah, so sweet. So actually after I stopped filming, I realised there was a couple of hearts on the side of one house that I'd missed, so I did those, and then with the leftover on the brush, I just literally, I didn't even think I'd put hardly anything on them, and they've come out gorgeous. So cute. But these owls, oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. I don't even know if the camera's picking up what I can see. They are a beautiful gold lustre on those. Really nice. So there's 2 of the smaller ones, and here's a little baby one. Cute. And then down the shelf, so this is in Bella, my little kiln, so it's quite good that I can do smaller firings in her. I don't need to put blaze on for them. Oh, big ones. Oh, yes. Okay, so this I think is Daddy. Beautiful gold lustre there. That's really nice. That's really nice. I will take some photographs of them in the sunshine and put them at the end of this video for you to see in daylight. I really love these. Gorgeous. Now let's see how the houses went. So my little ones first. Oh, yes. Oh, that one's not so good. That's really nice. That's nice. Must have missed a bit there. Must have missed a bit there. I might be able to just Dremel the surface around the edge there to clean it up. That is cute. That is nice. Oh gosh, I've dropped a bit there. I wasn't obviously watching what I was doing. So, did I catch my brush there? I don't know. I'll try and just remove that. Let's see how many others I've made a mess of. No, that's lovely. That one's nice. Nice and clean. Maybe I shouldn't try and talk on a video at the same time as doing them. Oh, I like that. Just little pops of brightness. Less is more. Oh, I think this is one that I added on the side. I can't remember which was the ones I spotted I'd missed. Very nice. Let me put those somewhere else. Only 2 more. I love that. I really love it. And the last one. And I could have gone underneath there, but I thought that would have been too much. That's quite nice over the door as well. So there's only two that I've gone a bit of haywire with the brush. Then I just need to side of that one and just that little bit there. But I will just try with the Dremel on those. But love that. And only took 4 hours for the firing, and then obviously just the cool time was twice as long as that. But really love doing this gold lustre firing. Hope it's helped you. If you were wondering, shall I do it, shan't I do it? It's super easy. If I can do it and I don't really know what on earth I'm doing, look at the results I just got. Amazing. So I'll add some photos now of them out in the sunshine. So this is literally 5 minutes since I've stopped recording. I've just got the Dremel on them. And before I did it, I realised what I'd done wrong. I must have had some gold lustre on my fingers because I actually saw a thumbprint on both of them. So it must have been as I was moving them, I had some gold lustre on my fingers. So lesson learned there. Need to make sure my hands are super clean. But I've used the Dremel, and I can't even... This one had a mucky mark here. That's now gone, nice and clean. This is the heart that had it all round the edge, so I think that was just bad application, or maybe I didn't wipe it right, but that's now cleaned up really nicely. And this one had a little smudgy mark here from my finger, so that's cleaned up. So brilliant, good to know I can do that. Although even better, I should be actually making sure that my hands are clean, and I pay a little bit more attention when I'm doing the application process. So another lesson learned. So if you like this sort of content, learning some new projects with me, new techniques, I'm all about the journey. That is literally what my channel is all about, me starting 3 years ago, experimenting, finding out the hard way, learning from other potters on YouTube, and my YouTube community that I've built up. Here's my community studio, and I love chatting with you guys. So if you want to continue the journey with me and you haven't already, I'd love it if you either like the video or subscribe. It is free, but it just means it helps my channel a lot, and it also notifies you if I drop a new video. So if you can do that, I'd really appreciate it. And thanks as always for your support and following. Take care. Bye bye.